And good evening, folks. We're back with another part of Zenless Zone Zero. Looking forward to getting another chunk of the story done today. Earlier today, we learned a little more of Hugo's troubled backstory and the abusive household he came from. One that was so foul, it makes even the Malfoys look like a family of the year. Yeah. And what Lemonade literally just showed up. What up? What I miss? Well, earlier today we went and out to Blazewood with with Soldier Zero and B and Trigger, and I presume it was around this point that the stuff for that happened. And I already did that way back. And we, along with Vivian, went exploring it, looking for the lost evidence hidden away regarding Inspector Bringer and this Exaltist cult that he apparently is part of, aka the Illuminati of this universe. And we met up with Hugo, and we ran, and we, of course, dull surprise, him and Vivian are in the same team of being the Mockingbird Syndicate, and learned about Hugo's rather not so pleasant backstory about how the rich family he came from was like so abusive they make even the Malfoys from Harry Potter look like family of the year. Like even Lucius Malfoy post book 7 would be like, yeah, these people are evil. Yeah. And it explains why Hugo went absolutely bonkers, which of course led to Lycon defecting from the Mockingbirds, etc., etc. And here we are in another part of it. We're still technically in the first half of that whole Barrier Tears with the Past arc. And we also, of course, learned that Vivian has the gift of foresight, meaning she can see the future, but it seems to be restricted to, misfortune, disasters, deaths, plagues, etc. Basically, she got the Joseph King of Dreams treatment, and how she was mocked for being able to predict all that unwillingly, and is depressed over that and the fact that it kind of kind of destroyed her self-esteem. And Wise, of course, was like, no, it's not your fault. As much as bad as it is, you could actually make something good out of it, and that cheered her up. And so now we're going and teaming up with Lycon and Anby again to go after this hollow and uncover more evidence relating to the Exaltus and this new thing they're trying to do. You don't have Hugo, but he's probably one of your favorite characters now because of his story writing. I can believe that. I can. He does have a good amount of chops to his character. Although he might be perhaps a tad too idealistic in some ways, but you get where he's coming from. He did not have a very good home life. Yep. Let's just say. So anyway, Wise Vivian contacted us. She said she'll be investigating the Hollow tomorrow. Besides her, Hugo and Lycon Anby, whom we recommended before, will also be joining this operation. Also, Hugo, despite knowing the fact that he literally almost killed me, along with Lycon in the middle of a battle frenzy, is like, hey, if it makes you feel better, bring Lycon as an insurance policy if you don't trust me. And I'm like, okay. That's a little off kilter from what I expected, but okay. He's a classic case of right idea, abysmal execution. Yeah, he's a little... he's kind of borderline communistic as a result of that. So I kind of joked about that on the stream earlier. It's like, yeah, it sounds nice until you put it into practice and you realize, that's a bad idea. But on the other hand, yes, I'm all for destroying the old system and replacing it with a better one, provided you don't make it even worse. Just, don't go full Marxist, okay? Because that always ends up worse. And not to mention, it's like, oh, you replace the old boss, but then who's the new boss? And is the new boss worse than the old boss? So, although to be honest, I will take New Eridu over Gotham City any day. It's not even a contest, despite the meddling with elder gods and all that. Anyway, she'll explain the details when she comes to pick you up at the video store tomorrow. Are you still planning on heading straight to the hall like you did last time? Yes, I'm used to it. So many friends around this time, you should be in good hands. I'll wait for you at home, then no matter what happens, remember safety first. Now let's get some rest. And another thing I pointed out, it's like, equality this, fairness this. Well, I got news for a lot of people, especially those who are obsessed with social justice. Life ain't fair, and it's never going to be fair. You gotta deal with it. If anything, a lot of that stuff is just obstacles to make you better as a person, instead of being mediocre. That's just how it is. After a good night's rest, the next morning arrives as promised. Like, yeah, you can be noble and have a certain code of conduct where you treat people better, but at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, you're never going to get rid of racism, you're never going to get rid of sexism, it's always going to exist, you're never going to get rid of rich people either. It's just like, yeah, nothing wrong with just accepting reality and fixing what's fixable, but acknowledging where objective reality stands and that you're not going to go any further past that. Anyway, welcome to my TED Talk. Good morning, Proxy. Long story short, we analyzed the locations marked in Bringer's notebook and found no pattern between the coordinates, but they all seem well hidden. Hugo suspects we might find something stashed at the coordinates, but it's unclear whether it will be pleasant or terrifying. In any case, we need to investigate. Our destination today is the Ballet Twins. Oh, no. Let's head there together. I know the Ballet Twins is more usually reserved for the name, but I'm very much used to it, the name also being associated with the actual ethereal that dwells in there. And I hate the Ballet Twins, boss.
Come, have a bowl of noodles. Thank you for your patronage. Please come again.
I loathe the Ballet Twins boss so much. Annoying in that you have to kill them both all at once, and the fact that they have some of the worst, most annoying, unblockable attacks in the whole game. I mean, I've gotten better at fighting them after encountering them a dozen times, but do I like fighting them? Hell the fuck no. Give me Agni and Rudra from Devil May Cry 3 any day. Any frickin' day. Anyway, ooh, we got a yacht. Or has that yacht always been there? I don't know, fuck it.
It appears we were the first to arrive. I thought we were running late. This might sound weird, but it's nice to think about getting to work with you from now on.
Like I said earlier, Vivian, Miyabi, and Astra are the three characters that seem to have the most chemistry with Wise and getting hitched with him. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. If Xenoblade Chronicles 2 can get away with a one guy with three women thing, you know what? Screw it. Might as well give those three to Wise and call it a day. And meanwhile, Ryder can go to Bell. I mean, because, well, one, he's like one of the only couple of guys in the game. And two, he's probably my personal favorite of them. And besides, Asaba probably has a shortened lifespan anyway. So,
I don't really know why that makes me feel so happy. Oh!
Ooh la la. There's a variant of the twins that you fight in Deadly Assault all the time where it's basically like an Equinox. It can split itself and fuse back to one, but it's one boss. So it's not... Okay, so there's a variant that can duplicate itself, but still counts itself as one, whereas the normal one is like two separate entities you have to kill all at once. Okay. Is it a better fight than the normal one, though? That is also my question. Like, in your opinion, because I don't think I have fought that version yet. Yeah, Deadly Assault. Yeah, that's like that's the stuff that's level 70, right? Because I am not even close, even remotely close to being ready for Deadly Assault, because I am too underleveled to even want to do that. Technically less annoying. Well, that's a good sign.
This might sound weird, but it's nice to think about getting to work with you from now on. I don't really know why that makes me feel so happy. Oh!
Okay, she's definitely breedable.
It's because we're fellow fans! Anyone who likes Lord Phaethon can't be a bad guy.
Well, I am Lord Phaethon, so... Bend over, woman. You're right.
You're right.
I wonder how long this gag will go on, because I know Soldier 11 is still running with it.
Of course, Lord Phaethon is the greatest there will ever be, but you're definitely the best proxy I've ever met in person.
So I hope they don't let the gag go on for Vivian, because that would be kind of annoying.
Hugo told me before that you're really skilled, and he said we'd get along great. I never expected he'd be so right.
I think Hugo hitched you with me is what he did, and, well, he's not, I kind of thank him for it.
Oh, by the way, would you like to come by my place if you have time later?
Say no more.
I have a huge collection of Lord Phaethon merch.
Hey, you should see my Lady Death merch. She's lining my wall right now. And, Godzilla. Also Godzilla. Although I kind of been wanting to switch out some of my Lady D stuff with some other anime VTuber stuff I have stowed away. Does Phaethon really have merch?
Phaethon, Lord Phaethon doesn't have any merch out there, right? I mean, we don't even know what he looks like, for starters.
It's all my own original merch. Like screenshots of old internet comments. I print them out and turn them into postcards. Plus the avatars Lord Phaethon's used, the music playlists they recommend. I've organized it all.
Oh, poor Wise. He looks very, very confused and embarrassed.
I'd love to show it all to you if we get the chance.
Well, I appreciate the thought.
Speaking of which, what's taking those two so long? Hugo said he had some preparations to do before entering the Hollow. I wonder how that's coming along.
Meanwhile, Hugo is preparing for the upcoming operation in another part of Lumina. Same old routine, shopping first. About time to stock up on chocolate anyway. By the way, I've also kind of made it a bit of a running joke to compare Hugo to Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! The accent and goofy mannerisms just reminds me too much of Pegasus. To the point where I've kind of inserted some light lingo from all Maximilian onto Hugo's dialogue. Man, it's been a long wait for Sonic Crossroads. Mario Kart on World Online just hasn't been doing it for me. Man, fuck Mario Kart and fuck Nintendo. I'm not paying $80 for that game, and certainly not for Nintendo published games that are from a decade or two ago that should be able to fit on the damn 64 gigabyte cartridge or whatever it is. No freaking excuse. Like, seriously, a copy of Sonic Shadow Generations came into where I work. And of course you have that game card key thing notice on it, and I'm just like really? Game from the PS2 and you couldn't even fit the whole thing in the cartridge. And technically it's Sega who published it, but you know what? Fuck both of them. It's like how much bloat is in that cartridge that you couldn't even fit the whole of a 20-year-old PS2 game in there? Did you put in Bowser's not safe for work pics of Princess Peach or something? Like, what gives? Bravely Default? Again, another game from a decade ago on the 3DS. No excuse. I'm honest to God, I hope the Switch 2 bombs so hard that Nintendo is forever marked and shamed after what they've done with the Switch 2, because yeah, the Switch 1 was not the best piece of equipment in the shed, but it was doing a lot of other things right that after how bad Sony and Microsoft have been. And then what do? They go and burn that goodwill and basically turn the Switch 2 into the X-Bone after we tore Xbox and Microsoft into effigy for how badly that was. Online for World is pretty bad below 8,000 points. Barely if you don't vote random, you're going to be driving in a lot of straight lines, and everyone below 8,000 loves to not vote random. Yeah. And so it's like, what is the point of an open world Mario Kart game? I don't get it. And not to mention, for how notoriously bad Nintendo's online has been, it's like I am convinced that the reason the Switch and the Switch 2 games cost as much as they did while having less than desirable optimization is because Nintendo spends all their money on lawyers. Like, hey, Nintendo, how about you spend your riches on making it an actual decent console and properly stored, preserved games, instead of spending it on lawyers to harass other studios that did nothing to warrant it. Or even like that one hilarious case where they went after a guy who owned a small grocery store. I can't remember. It was somewhere in South America or Central America. I can't remember where, but basically he named his store Super Mario. No relation to Mario Brothers, the game characters, of course. And Nintendo tried to sue that guy into oblivion. They were like, no, you have no leg to stand on. Go away. And clearly they never learned from that. So, yeah, as much as it pains me to say it, the Switch 2 can crash and burn after what they did, just like what happened with the X-Bone, and Microsoft never recovered. They really didn't. And I think Phil Spencer is like, yeah, I've tried. I give up. Whatever. So it's like, what even is the point of the Switch 2 and Mario Kart World after everything that I've seen? And the game really does not look any more of an improvement from the last one. So, yeah, just I don't get it. Anyway, rations, bottled water, and those chocolate coins. I'll take all of them in a bag, thank you. Nintendo, when they see a daycare with a Luigi decoration on the wall, they aren't happy about that. Ugh. I wouldn't be too surprised. At this moment, familiar figure appears. Hugo. Oh, what a coincidence. I didn't expect to see you here. Evidently, I didn't expect it either, otherwise I would have chosen a different store. Are you preparing for the operation? Are you blind? Oh, by the way, thank you for joining us this time and lending your combat prowess. If you could also refrain from revealing our secrets to your dear master, that would be perfect. The manager went over this with me. You have my word that as long as your actions do not cause harm, I will keep everything secret. How awfully kind of you. Alright, I'm short on time, so I'll be off now. Enjoy your shopping. Yes. Emergency medications need restocking too. Guess I'll stick to the ones I'm used to. At that moment, a familiar figure appears once again. Okay, once is an accident, twice is a pattern. You know what, Lycon? If I were in your shoes and foresaw an awkward encounter with a former partner, I'd choose to go away. Time is short, and this is the only pharmacy around. Besides, I don't see any need to avoid you. Why do I get the feeling they're both doing this intentionally? Just to dick with each other. Ugh.
This is getting to be more than just a coincidence, don't you think?
I agree.
Or perhaps you are actually stalking me.
If I was stalking you, you wouldn't ever know.
Overconfident as always. You haven't changed at all.
We just make it a habit to check the state of our weapons prior to combat.
Thanks for that little reminder. I almost forgot.
I didn't expect you to let me join.
What else could I do? Master Proxy would have insisted on having you join us. I never expected for us to have a chance to enjoy some pleasant conversation like this, without our weapons drawn, that is. It really has been too long. I still remember when we first established Mockingbird.
Indeed. That was a long time ago. Thankfully, Jack went in peace.
Aw, he died. I mean, I guess it's not to be too unexpected. I mean, but then again, Big Daddy's still around, and I don't know much about him. He's barely shown up, so...
He must have known about his condition for some time. He even left us with instructions. Passing peacefully in your sleep is the most natural way to go. I'm happy for him. By the way, Lycon, have you given it any thought yet?
You mean about our guild for Phantom Thieves?
Yeah. It's time for us to build an organization of our own. Jack always supported the idea, didn't he?
I don't have any objections. But what should we call it then?
How about Mockingbird? It's a bird known for mimicking the calls of others to blend in. The same way we don high society roles for ourselves when we're out on a mission. Oh, oops. I nearly forgot. You're a terrible actor, and you're always flubbing your lines. I guess we can rule out that name then.
No, call it Mockingbird. We're always just putting on an act, aren't we? I won't slip up on our next mission. Besides, we still ran missions together even when we didn't have a name. Having one now won't really make a difference.
No. It does make a difference, Lycon. And I don't just want a name. I want Mockingbird to become a symbol. Like the sword of Damocles hanging over everyone's heads. Striking fear into the hearts of the rich and cruel whenever they hear the name. Just like Jack used to say, this world isn't fair. So that's why we have to influence it however we can. And change things in our own way.
But on the basis of not causing harm to other people's lives. That's also what Jack used to say. You remember, don't you?
Of course I remember. All right. I promise.
That sounded pretty forced. Don't forget, things don't end well for people who break their oaths.
I'm good for my word. You must trust your fellow companions. That's also something Jack would say. Well then, today's the day that Mockingbird will officially start flying. Our first order of business, deciding on our symbol. Well then, today's the day that Mockingbird will officially start flying.
I didn't hear that little chuckle at the end. Hugo and Lycon share a rare moment of peaceful reminiscence. Meanwhile, on the proxy side, the others joining the operation finally arrive. Looks like Anby is still in her Zero uniform. Unexpected. Not that I'm complaining.
Looks like we're all here. Hugo, you're late again.
Oh, I missed it. Alright, other than familiar faces, we also have a new friend joining us for this operation. Seems that Miss Anby is the reinforcements recommended by the manager. The dialogue came so slowly, I thought nothing was going to happen. Oh well, I'm missing it, I guess. Seems that Anby is the reinforcement recommended by the manager. A pleasure to meet you. I'm Hugo. Hugo Pegasus. J. Crawford, yes. Anyway. Hello, the proxy has already updated me on the necessary information. Rest assured, I will keep it confidential. So before entering the Hollow, let's confirm the mission objectives once again. We'll be heading to one of the coordinates marked in the Bringer's notebook and searching the area. Based on relevant information, these coordinates may contain secrets related to the Exaltus. These could be treasures or something awful. We'll have to explore and find out. If there are no further questions, let's begin now. And why do you take Vivian to be your lovely beloved wife?
I didn't expect the coordinates in Bringer's notes to lead here.
Oh, are you familiar with this place?
More familiar than you, it seems.
Proxy, if they're being too noisy, can I take action?
Going down.
I don't enjoy obstacles in my path. Can we not bust the door open?
You can try. A generator room should be nearby.
Dialogue
Over
mis-skipping again.
Wow, you really know this place like the back of your paw.
The dialogue is so annoyingly spaced out that it's so easy to think everyone's gonna stop talking, and then as soon as I move or do something, it's like, oh, why did I even bother?
Master Proxy, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's something wrong with the circuit. It seems to be blocked.
Don't tell me. Victoria Housekeeping's high and mighty attendants can't even fix a simple circuit.
I can fix it, but I'll need a circuit diagram before I can do anything. I've seen diagrams for this type of circuit before. It's a pity that we're unable to connect to the outside world from inside the hollow.
Just leave that problem to me.
Wise, I just sent an image of a circuit diagram to you. Have a look.
Thank you very much, Master Proxy. Now then, let's start repairing this circuit.
So Proxy, I've organized the circuit-related modules. You just need to connect in the same ways you've done before. Oh, easy peasy. I don't even have to... I barely have to think for this. Yippee.
The circuit is fixed. We should now be able to open that door.
Wait up. Wait a second. Something just doesn't add up. It's all coming together now. Communicating with the outside world from within a hollow. And getting that circuit diagram. In theory, there's only one person who could ever do that. Could it be... your Lord Phaethon?
Yes, that's...
Impossible. There's no way. But then again, only Phaethon could have done that. I mean, you're an incredible proxy, sure. And you're a good person. But could you really be Lord Phaethon?
That's me. I'm Phaethon. Sorry, I just never had the opportunity to tell you.
Technically I did, and she didn't believe me. So, I did tell her. Come on, game. Be in continuity with my decisions.
Unbelievable. Lord Phaethon, I've been your biggest fan for years now.
Okay, calm down. My little lady, you can suck my dick later when we get home. For now, tone it down a bit.
Goodness me, Lord Phaethon was right in front of me all along, and I had no idea. This is like a dream.
Once again, I told you, you didn't believe me. So that's your own fault, Toots.
Could you... I mean, if you're willing, could you please give me an autograph and a group photo and...
Anything you want, but let's get out of the hollow first, alright?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I guess I got a little too excited.
Anyone would be enraptured meeting someone they admire that much.
Yeah, not wrong.
If I ever met my favorite movie director, I'd be the same.
We should keep moving. This isn't the best place for idle chit-chat.
The door's finally open.
Well, minor correction. Vivian, Astra, and, oh god, it was on the tip of my head. I said it earlier. Vivian, Astra, and,
Would you like a cup of tea?
oh, shit. Who was the other character I said? Oh, Miyabi. Minor correction. Other than those three, the only other character I think would get hitched with Wise would probably be Anby. I want to say Anby also, or Nicole, whichever one. Oh God, I'm turning into a shipper. I haven't done that since Naruto and Bleach.
The proxy is Phaethon. Phaethon is the proxy. This is a dream. I never want to wake up.
The fissure over there should lead to our destination.
No treasure chests, no nothing. Okay, I had 6 people, and now it's down to
There are more ethereals around.
just me.
Please be careful, Lord Phaethon.
You can call me Lord when I own a castle.
Your fighting style wasn't so reserved in the past.
I've matured.
You call this mature? You're just being pretentious.
Take this. A difficult foe, that one. Let us leave this place at once. Ensuring Master Proxy's safety is our highest priority. For you, I'll eliminate any obstacles.
I won't let anything happen to you, Lord Phaethon.
Time to hunt.
Lord Phaethon, how are you feeling? Are you tired? Do you need a break? Some food? Water?
Oh man, she's gonna wear out Wise.
Thank you for your concern. I'm fine.
She's gonna wear out Wise faster than the Hollow will at this rate. Oh man. Never underestimate the obsessive-compulsive nature of a fangirl, Wise. You're blocked off by a complicated mechanism.
Master, a complex mechanism has been detected ahead. To pass through, you need to activate all 3 smaller mechanisms. Suggestion: split up and handle them simultaneously to save time.
So, we have to head to 3 different places to crack this thing.
Huh? We're splitting into 3 groups? In that case, I'll protect you, Master Proxy. I can take care of one myself.
That leaves the last one to me, then.
You should go with Hugo.
What's that supposed to mean? We get along just fine, don't we, Miss Cunninghair?
I don't know what's going on with you two, but you've been bickering the whole time. It's annoying. This is a good chance for you guys to build some rapport.
You know it's bad when Anby has to be the adult in the room. Well, to be fair, she is the adult in the room. mentally, in every sense of the word, not just literally.
Anby's got a point. Hugo, just go with Lycon.
You just want to be alone with your Lord Phaethon, don't you, Vivian?
I mean, hey, you hitched her up with me, buddy. Don't regret it now.
Huh? That's not it.
All right, sounds like a plan. It's all decided then.
If Master Proxy says so, then sure. But, Lycon, you better not slow me down.
Wouldn't dream of
I
it.
really want to recommend you to some movies for a crash course on teamwork.
Oh, I love you, Anby. There are no objections. Let's proceed with the assigned squads. You really enjoy posing as the leader, don't you? I believe everyone is well aware that within the Hollow, Master Proxy is the only leader. Do you enjoy arguing like this? Does it make you happy? Yeah, they're like a divorced couple. Clearly it doesn't, Miss Anby. Lord Phaethon, are you tired? Would you like to rest for a moment? I'm fine. Let's just keep moving. As the proxy said, let's make it quick, friends. Yeah, Anby is like the most reserved person out of all of them.
Lord Phaethon, there are too many ethereals here.
Lord Phaethon, I'll leave the door for you. Don't worry, I'll take care of these ethereals. I'll not let the ethereals touch Lord Phaethon. Let's go with the cinnamon roll method. Easy peasy. Sorry, no free Phaethon McDonald's meal for you.
Lord Phaethon, seems like we both need to press down on these mechanisms at the same time. Sure enough, Lord Phaethon and I share a deeper connection. Sorry, I hope I'm not being too forward.
Too late.
Goodness me. Somehow I'm fighting alongside Lord Phaethon. It's like all my dreams are coming true. I'm going to wake up any second now, aren't I?
Do I need to pinch ya? Would that help?
No, this isn't a dream. I'm real. See? You can even hold my hand.
Not only is Lord Phaethon incredible, but super kind.
She's gonna melt into a puddle of love juices faster than the Wicked Witch of the West at this point.
That's it. I pledge to be a die-hard Lord Phaethon fan until my very last breath.
I'm happy to hear that. Don't get me wrong, but why do you like Phaethon so much, Vivian?
Lord Phaethon is my light.
Care to explain?
The one who saved me in my darkest, most desperate times. Like a deity who rescued me. You probably don't remember, but you really did save me that day.
Please remind me so I can remember.
Well, it's so embarrassing to say all this in front of you.
I need backstory.
Sorry. I hope I'm not bothering you too much.
No, you're not a bother at all. Thank you for your loyal support.
I should be the one thanking you. Just being able to see Lord Phaethon makes me the luckiest person in the whole world. Sorry to keep babbling like this. I wonder how the others are doing. I'm sure Anby will be able to manage. She's great at this kind of stuff.
Yes, she is, and very dependable.
But as for Hugo and Lycon, let's just hope they don't get into a fight with each other.
There are too many ethereals here. Though, it's not a huge problem.
Nope, no attack for you, buddy.
Mind the blind spot.
Oh, really? How dare you?
Off balance.
Her fighting... Now that I think about it, Anby's fighting style in Silver form reminds me of Maria from Bloodborne, the old hunters. Very similar, you know, dual blades with a long sword and short sword combining into a double sword. That's what it reminds me of. Weirdly enough, the final step is to operate this console. Just like in the movies, bringing down the lever with no monsters. Let's go meet up with the others now. Meanwhile, on Lycon and Hugo's side,
So, we have to cooperate to solve this problem.
That's a real shame.
I have no intention of arguing with you right now. Master Proxy and Miss Vivian are elsewhere, and we must rendezvous with them post-haste.
What a coincidence. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just this once, we should trust each other. For the Proxy.
I have no objections.
Very well. Then you'd better keep your word. I know you've never fully trusted me, Lycon. Even before it all fell apart.
Lycon is silent for quite a while, seeming to be caught in some memories from a long time ago.
You wanted to speak to me alone?
Is that Jack? I think it is. It is.
I know you and Hugo are as thick as thieves and don't hide anything from one another. But you can't tell him what I'm about to tell you.
Did something happen with him?
Hugo is an intelligent and gifted child. He learns everything I teach with ease. In time, he'll grow beyond me. Reach a place where people will marvel and look up to him as a beacon.
But...
Yeah. As much as I hate to admit it, he always picks things up just a teeny bit quicker than me. But none of that matters, because I can overpower him easy.
I don't think being gifted is a good thing for him.
What do you mean?
Too ambitious.
He bears a dark and painful past. What he was taught, the hatred he was faced with, everything he picked up. It's all become an integral, inseparable part of him.
Like giving a firearm to a caveman, it's gonna backfire.
I believe that beautiful flowers can blossom even in the darkest abyss. But the roots of that flower would draw from evil instead of good. Hatred instead of love. It's a curse that flows through his lineage. A curse that fate branded him with. I've seen far too many people like that throughout this long life of mine. They struggle with this curse their whole lives, but they all end up failing in the end. The path of light is narrow and fleeting, and the darkness is filled with such temptation that dropping your guard for even just a moment can send you spiraling straight into the abyss.
Do you mean Hugo's going to be a bad guy?
I don't know. I hope he'll always stay true to his heart. That he won't give in to hatred and ambition. That he won't become the dragon that must be slain. But he has inherited the seed of evil. You cannot let it take root. I'm afraid I won't be there to help you. There's not much life left in this old body of mine. So then, Lycon, promise me now. You must hold his chain tight, to restrain him, to stop him, and when necessary, to choke him.
Back to the present, after a bout of not-so-happy cooperation, Lycon and Hugo finally managed to deal with the mechanism.
You've become slow. Or maybe you've been on guard against me this whole time, and that's what's slowing you down. Looks like I was right. Lycon, I hope you're aware that the one who betrayed Mockingbird and went to work for the Mayflowers was you, not me. I would never betray my companion.
I don't wish to repeat myself, but you should not break our oath.
That's the path I've chosen, and I'm going to stick to it.
But you know that path will lead you the wrong way.
Who are you to lecture me about right and wrong?
I believe any path that makes you feel pain must be the wrong one.
Your disgusting sympathies make me sick, Lycon. There's only ever been one person who can kill me or save me, and that is me.
Great, it worked.
In a roundabout way, he's not wrong. His decisions will either help him or doom him in the end. Just ask Anakin Skywalker. After a while, the teams have completed their respective tasks. Everyone gathers again. I can't believe we're the last squad to arrive. Clearly, this is thanks to a certain somebody. You wouldn't have come in last place if you weren't so busy arguing. A perfectly coordinated partner such as Lord Phaethon and I coming in first place is to be expected. We didn't. They were already here. Shouldn't last place treat everyone else? Shouldn't last place treat everyone else? Alright, fair enough. Once we complete the mission, I'll treat the proxy to a meal. Since when did we agree to a race? Everyone, the location marked in Bringer's notebook is not far from here. Let's move out. You hear strange noises coming from ahead. Uh-oh.
That was loud. What's happening up ahead?
Big kaiju monster, probably.
Hold on, everyone. I'll go check it out.
It's probably multiple ethereals attacking. Just in case, I'll go with you.
Vivian, you should go with them too. Keep an eye on Lycon, will you? I'm worried he might sell us out to the mayor when he gets the chance.
I'd never do that. But if Miss Vivian wishes to join us, she's more than welcome.
Okay. Then I'll go with you.
Why do you look so nervous?
I've spent so much time by your side already. I need to get away from Lord Phaethon for a little bit, or I might die from this overwhelming happiness.
If that's the case, Miss Vivian, feel free to come along with me.
Okay. Alright.
Ladies got to know her limitations. Vivian stumbles off with Lycon as if in a daze.
So, how does it feel to be worshipped, Lord Phaethon?
Oh, don't you start, Maximilian. You had that figured out a while ago, didn't you?
You had that figured out a while ago, didn't you?
Sharp as always. But of course, I couldn't spoil it for her. She has to figure it out on her own. That's what makes it special.
You asked Lycon and Vivian to leave for a reason.
Not only that, you asked Lycon and Vivian to leave for some reason. Is there something you'd like to say to me?
I can't keep anything from you, can I? I've always treated Vivian like my own little sister. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but she looks a lot like Serena. I think I mentioned it before. Serena was my half-sister. She passed away a long time ago. Vivian really likes you, whether you're Phaethon or just wise. Of course, I also have a lot of respect for someone like you. Strong, fair, and genuinely kind. So I hope... I beg you, please keep her safe.
He doesn't want a repeat of what happened all those years ago.
Hang on. What's that supposed to mean?
Think of it as the last bit of conscience I have left. A kid as pure as her. She should stay alongside someone who walks in the light. Like you. Not even Vivian can agree with all my beliefs. One day we'll go our separate ways.
Well, at least he's honest about himself in that regard, I guess.
Your beliefs? What do you mean exactly?
He knows he's willingly going down a path and soaked in blood, and he doesn't want anyone else but him to end up traversing it.
You probably heard from Lycon. We swore an oath when we started Mockingbird. We swore to use our own hands to right the wrongs in this world. But never, under any circumstances, would we take another human life.
But he did.
I stayed true to my words. Until...
he murdered his old man and his guards.
my father... man I hated... stood right before me. I could have ended his life easily. But I hesitated. I remembered that damned oath and their repeated attempts to convince me. I didn't do it. Because of that, innocent people died. All because of him. If I'd killed him first, then none of those tragedies would have happened. People like him don't deserve to live.
I mean, he's not wrong. It's kind of like the whole scene in Batman Red Hood where the reborn Jason Todd, argues with Batman. It's like, why should people like Joker continue to be allowed to live when all he's going to do is just break out of jail again and kill more people again? It's like, yeah, you send him off to jail, but the corrupt courts of Gotham just put him back in the asylum where he just breaks out all over and over again. So it's like, yeah, where does it stop? So in that regard, it's like, I get it. For someone as vile as his old man, who is all too willing to let his own children die just to prove a point, you know, it's just like, yeah. On one hand, you can disagree with Hugo's more extreme SJW-ness, but on one other hand, he's not wrong when it comes to, like, really evil douchebags who deserve to have what it comes. But then again, there's also the probability that, like I said, is the new boss worse than the old boss? I mean, look up a lot of countries where they threw in their lart with Marxism, and look what happened. Or look at some countries in Africa, like Libya. Yeah, they removed Gaddafi, and now look what happened. It got worse. So, it's a really, really sticky, very dark gray set of circumstances. Like, what do you do in that sort of situation?
After that, I realized sometimes taking one life really can save countless others.
Yeah, it's like the Shadow, you know, the original Dark Avenger preceding Batman. It's like, yeah, or the Punisher, you know, kill evil to prevent evil from taking more people. And the Shadow, well, he didn't just kill those who were the most vile of vile. He made them suffer punishments that were appropriate to their crime before he killed them. Yeah, the Shadow did not play around in the old pulps and even the radio show. Honestly, you couldn't do that character in a film today under Hollywood. They'd nerf him severely. In fact, they kind of already did with Dynamite, where they had him cross over with Batman again and just made it so one-sided against the Shadow. When he goes to try and kill the Joker and Batman just gets in the way, it's like, dude, let the Joker die already.
I understand where you're coming from.
I knew you'd understand.
But
Vivian has a good heart. I don't want her to get her hands dirty. But you know how it is. In this world, someone has to be the bad guy.
He's basically pulling a Lelouch v. Britannia.
So, I want to apologize to you.
Why apologize all of a sudden?
You're incredibly strong, kind, capable, and really, really lucky. The world needs more people like you. Remember that revenge movie I told you about, Children of Devils? I still haven't found it, but I came across another videotape with the same name. Turns out, in that story, the children of devils are actually the children of gods. Ah, sorry for rambling. Hope you don't mind. They should be back soon. Please, look after Vivian for me.
Yeah, I have to go with what Lemonade, assuming he's still watching, said earlier. Like, yeah, once the character's arc cooks, it's like, yeah, I like Hugo as a character. I think they really did him very well. I like him. I'm not interested I was not interested yet in getting him, but next time he comes around, I'm definitely considering it. I liked his fighting style well enough. It felt like a more melee-centric version of Nicole's style of fighting. What with the whole suitcase weapon and all. But I think his character's more endearing than I gave him credit for.
What is this? It looks like a cocoon.
Careful, everyone. If I'm not mistaken, that's a sacrifice in there.
Like the construction monster that we fought with as Kaleda.
It appears to be in hibernation. We don't know when it'll wake up.
Still here. You see what I mean now. He's actually great in the story. Yep. Yeah, it's kind of one of those it's kind of one of those building up to it sort of things where they kind of fool you or at least give you little hints and then gradually are like, okay. Makes sense. Now they just need to explain how Lycon got as grievously wounded as he is, to the point that he lost an eye and both his legs. That still needs explaining.
If it does wake up, we'll be in serious trouble.
Big trouble.
Wait, those spots Bringer marked in his notebook. Are you saying each one might have a sacrifice like this?
Meaning there's multiple, which means we gotta go abort these things before we get destroy all monsters going on in our hands.
That means there must be at least a dozen of them. And that's only counting the ones we know so far. These sacrifices may still be hibernating, but the fact that there are so many of them out there is terrifying. The Exaltists must have a way to revive them.
Is it too late to go find Godzilla?
And that's not all. These sacrifices can exist outside the Hollows.
Rename our organization to Monarch. Go find the King of the Monsters and have him stomp all these things.
If they make their way into populated areas...
I'm afraid it will lead to a catastrophic disaster likened to the fall of the old capital. That's almost certainly what they meant by vengeance against all New Eridu.
Let's find a way to get rid of these sacrifices. We can't let the Exaltists have them.
Thank you for helping me find this sacrifice. But sorry, kids. You won't be the ones to keep it.
Uh-oh. We're not keeping it. We're destroying it. Big difference.
It's that annoying old man. Why is he here?
I'd advise you to choose your words wisely, young lady.
You're from the Ravenlock family. So it was you.
That face. Oh, I know you.
So he does have something to do with what happened to Twiggy.
I heard about what happened to your friend. Truly unfortunate.
I was right. He was the guy running the organ trafficking ring which tortured Twiggy. Ugh. Time to avenge our fallen sister.
If only she'd been smarter.
Yeah, Ambi knows. Yeah, we did the Soldier Zero arc, which, where we saw what happened to Twiggy. What we didn't know was who did it, and we're looking at him.
It seems your goal was this sacrifice all along. You've been tailing us, haven't you? Keeping your distance so that I wouldn't notice.
I really feel so bad for Twiggy. It's like she, for all intents and purposes, offed herself by transforming herself into a monster. So it's just like you kind of wish we could have been able to help her out, but no, too late. Too much suffering. Couldn't take it no more.
As expected of a Wolf Thyran, you are very perceptive. That's right. All thanks to your ex-partner, we were able to carry out our plan smoothly.
It seems your goal was this sacrifice all along. You've been tailing us, haven't you? Keeping your distance so that I wouldn't notice. My ex-partner?
I'm not exactly happy being called that, but what he said is true.
Okay, okay. We knew Hugo was up to something, but what is his real plan? What are you planning, buddy? Hugo takes one step forward, then walks over to Hartman's side.
Wait, Hugo, what do you mean?
He's pulling a Zero Requiem, making himself the quote-unquote bad guy so he can take out the real bad guy.
I made a deal with Mr. Hartman in advance. So, would you kindly step aside and let us have this sacrifice?
Or making himself the bad guy in front of everyone so they all get everything that he wants or something. I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched Code Geass, but I think you get what I mean.
Of course. You can choose to refuse, but if you do, then I'll have to take coercive measures.
What did you offer him?
Everything we know about the sacrifices plus the core itself.
But why?
It's simple. I want to climb higher.
Okay, we know that Hugo is bullshitting, because why else would he be a recruitable agent after this in the game? So we know that he's talking shit and that he's clearly up to something.
Mr. Hartman offered me a chance to join Tops. Who could say no to that?
No. Impossible. You promised to help me investigate the Exaltists. You told me the whole point of Mockingbird was to do anything it takes to bring a little justice to this world. Was all of that just a lie?
You're just too gullible, Vivian. I also told you, everybody lies.
Like he's doing right now.
To hide their true intentions, people lie so smoothly, they don't even bat an eye.
You...
What a wonderful show of betrayal and backstabbing! Bravo! I've got no interest in your little feud, but would you all be so kind as to step aside? My men still have some delicate handiwork to do, to extract that sacrifice behind you.
Over my dead body.
Hugo, why in the world would you do that?
Instead of wasting your time on idle chatter, why not focus your energy on the battle ahead?
Your plans will never succeed.
I love how the one guy with the rocket launcher, who you'd think would just use it to, hit us from range, just walks up and tries to smack us across the face, as if not expecting anything bad would happen to him.
Stay calm now.
What you deserve. surface
They've already escaped to the fissure with the sacrifice. Wait, how do they move that giant cocoon crystal out of here? What do they have? You have to catch up. Can't let them have the sacrifice. Nothing else in here. Kind of weird they're not allowing us to play as Vivian, probably because they didn't want her to be fightable until part B, I guess. I don't know. We're going up the stairwell, right?
Hugo, don't make a choice you'll regret.
Hartman's mercenaries are quickly dealt with.
Hugo, stop standing around. Time for you to act. We had a deal. Give me the sacrifice core now.
I'm telling you, he's up to something.
Did we? I don't remember.
Told you.
I imagine this is your favorite kind of entertainment. Watching allies betray each other, suspicion festering until it all turns to bitter hatred. Seeing people tear each other apart like wild beasts, just like your decaying family. Does it comfort that dead conscience of yours?
Would be funny if they made it so that the rocket launcher rebels have a chance to accidentally blow themselves up if they fired a rocket like a soldier in TF2 giving themselves. Oh, yeah. Soldier. Team Fortress 2. I never played Team Fortress 2. Wasn't really into multiplayer games other than Halo, but those Meet the Team shorts were hilarious. Still are hilarious. We gotta return to the 2000s gaming culture. So bad.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means he had no intention of working with you, and you're about to, something really bad's about to happen to you, Sergeant Hartman. Second cousin, 3 times removed.
I am loving the look on your face right now. Right when you think you've succeeded, I'm here to tell you it was all fake. None of it was real.
You are in the Matrix. This was all a movie.
Let this pain sink in. It's karma for what you did to me back then.
Wait. What? What do you mean?
You're insane. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You still don't recognize me, do you? Let me give you a little hint. My full name is Hugo Vlad Ravenlock.
What?
That's impossible. You're part of our family?
It was the Ravenlock family he was from. That is why he's so obsessed with them.
I may be an illegitimate child, but I have the same blood flowing in my veins as you.
Also, of course, to go with the vampire stuff, of course, they give him the name Vlad, as in reference to Vlad the Impaler, Vlad Tepes III, Dracula. Go figure, right?
I know you. You're that bastard of his. Damn it. I could have sworn you were already.
So he is a cousin. Ugh. Funny how my little jokes end up writing themselves.
My dear uncle. You were never worthy of your position. You have no claim to the Ravenlock lineage. You may have killed all of my father's other children, but sorry to disappoint. I'm still alive.
Oh god, so they are dead. Uncle Hartman here killed the other kids, and then Hugo went and killed the old man himself, Senor Ravenlock, and that just left him and Hartman and Curtis. So basically, the entire family bloodline is largely dead at this point, all because of a couple of douchebags that would, again, make freaking Lucius the Malfoys from Harry Potter look like Family of the Year.
I am the true heir to the Ravenlock family.
You're a bastard. You have no right to inherit the family.
That's not for you to decide. Master Edmund is very supportive of my claim.
Edmund, we've heard of him a couple of times.
Edmund? That's impossible. You weaseled your way into Top's inner circle?
Master Edmund doesn't care who achieves his goal. In other words, he'd happily let me take over the Ravenlock family, as long as I'm more competent than you.
This can't be! You don't know the family's real secret!
I know a lot more than you think, including everything that you've done. Just give up. You never even stood a chance.
Damn it.
This was all fake, right? You were just putting on an act to fool this old man, right?
Yep.
I actually fell for it. Don't do that again. At least give us a heads up next time.
Then it wouldn't have been as believable.
Vivian, everything I did was to rightfully inherit the Ravenlock family. That part is true. Now, I'm going to kill this man who stole what was never his. I'll make sure he can never be a threat again.
You can't kill him. We still need information from him on the sacrifices and the Exaltists.
Yes, and then do with him as you wish.
You must be misunderstanding something, Lycon. Just like you chose the mayor, I chose Tops. At least for now, Tops has the same interests as me. I'm not going to harm my own self-interests. Be it intel on the sacrifices or the core itself. I'm handing everything over to Master Edmund.
Why?
I just want to take back what's mine. If fate is not willing to give me justice, then I'll just have to seize it with my own hands.
Hugo, I get your pain and all, getting what's rightfully yours and all that, but, bigger picture, end of the world, H.P. Lovecraft portals and shit, millions of people dying in a Philosopher's Stone, Full Metal Alchemist style plot, I think your personal problems are second fiddle right now, I'm just saying.
Stealing, robbing, lying, or betraying. I'll do whatever it takes.
Even if it means selling your soul to the devil? You know about the power struggle between Tops and City Hall. Those elites at Tops would be only too happy to see the Exaltists plotting a grand attack on New Eridu using sacrifices.
That would severely harm the Mayflower's reputation and approval rating in New Eridu. And that's exactly what Tops wants to see.
If that happens, countless people will die.
I'm sorry it has to be this way. But I have to do this. I'm going to get everything Master Edmund wants. Inherit the Ravenlock name, climb to the top, and then I'll be able to change everything for good.
How do we know he's not lying again? Because he was very much about killing one guy to save more people, but this doesn't fit with his logic from previously. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to call triple bullshit on Hugo, because, like I said, once is an accident, twice is a pattern.
For a permanent and absolute victory, you must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh and persevere darkest hour before dawn. Has to do it.
I don't think so.
I don't agree. Sounds like some twisted logic to me.
This is the path I've chosen. Without power, resources, or strength, we can't do anything. Mockingbird is the perfect example. All the talk about using our power to tip the scales of justice and hover over them like the sword of Damocles. It's just a delusion. In their eyes, we're nothing but annoying gnats. Mockingbird has never really changed anything, or saved anyone. Never in the past, not now, and never will in the future. None of it matters.
Don't become the kind of person you hate. I understand your feelings, but don't be consumed by it. They both sound the same anyway.
I understand your feelings, but don't be consumed by it.
Sorry, Proxy. I know what you're trying to say. But this isn't some children's story of a dragon slayer becoming an evil dragon. Sometimes, to slay the dragon, you must first become one. With sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything.
The Dracula comparisons are coming on extra thick right about now, other than the blonde hair, of course.
So I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the abyss.
Looks like we're gonna fight him again.
My way. It's about time you kneel.
Now you pay.
Stand still. Ready to continue. Everything you just said. Is that what you truly believe?
Of course. Are you surprised?
I have never once thought that Mockingbird was a failure.
Beg for mercy!
Our actions, no matter how childish or flawed, must have made their mark on the world. Stay calm now. I'll bite your throat out. It might be trivial or...
I don't want it to end like this. There must be another way.
Isn't, Vivian. This is the final lesson I'll impart to you. Those who cannot give up anything are destined to end up with nothing.
A perfect conduit.
Truth.
Like in Transformers Cybertron. It's like with the whole Starscream and Galvatron. It's like a reverse of what Galvatron said in the anime. It's like if you risk everything, you can wind up with nothing. That is why I do not risk anything. Whereas in Hugo's case, it's like he's doing what Starscream says, where it's like you have to risk something to get anything. And Starscream, well, he bet on everything and lost everything too. And I think I missed some dialogue because I paused right there. Hold on. Yeah, those who cannot give up anything are destined to end up with nothing. Yeah, there was dialogue that I missed because I paused. I'm an idiot. Why does the music sound like Bayonetta?
Loyalty.
Stand still.
All right, you got me. But too bad.
That was a good fight. I liked it.
I have my own methods.
What are you doing?
Well then, make your choice. The sacrifice core, or your precious Faithin.
He's not gonna do it. He already confided into us in what he wants with regards to Vivian, so we know he's bluffing.
I know you took it. Don't forget, I'm the one who taught you that.
Okay, the core is yours. Just leave Lord Faithin alone.
What a shame. Did you really think I'd keep my promise? That's right. This is the real me.
And we know, and why else would he be an agent if he was gonna be the bad guy? He's bullshitting.
What's the matter? Thinking of killing me? Didn't you say all life is precious? Drop your foolish facade.
I knew it. You...
He has inherited the seed of evil. Do not let it take root. When the time comes, you must be the one.
Uh-oh.
Go on, kill me. If you've got the guts, do it, traitor.
Oh, shit. He's smiling.
Master Proxy, Are you okay? Are you hurt?
No, but Hugo's definitely hurt, and he's definitely going to be feeling it for a couple of weeks or months. Yeah, he's not dead. I'm telling you, he planned for this to happen and was bullshitting the whole time.
Don't worry. I'm fine. I just didn't expect things to turn out like this.
Absolute cinema. Yes, indeed. If they ever decide to make make an anime adaptation of Triple Z, like, you know what? Do it. You've got more than enough material to work with.
Lord Ethan, I'm sorry.
You got a gem to go get. You know that, right?
I had no idea Hugo would do that to you. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault, Vivian.
Judging from how we've interacted before, Hugo didn't seem like the reckless type. I feel like there's more to this than meets the eye.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Vivian quietly walks to the edge of the rooftop. She hesitates for a long time and finally looks down. Naturally, nothing's there. Mm-hmm.
Hugo, he...
Magician never reveals his secrets.
That's a hollow down there. If you need, I can arrange for someone to go in and search for his body.
That isn't necessary.
To be frank, I thought you'd hate him for his betrayal, Miss Vivian.
I do hate that he's keeping things from me, but all these years, Hugo's been like family to me. I believe he's still with us.
I feel the same. It's possible he's still alive.
I'm terribly sorry, but I must tell you. It is impossible for Hugo to be alive. My hand went through his heart.
Sorry to interrupt, everyone. But just so you know, Hartman's gone. Probably slipped away during all the chaos.
And took the gem with him, too, probably.
I'm sorry. I was so focused on Master Proxy's safety. I wasn't paying attention to him.
Same, but it doesn't matter. We all know what he did. And he will pay for what he did today.
Yes. I'll be reporting all of this to the mayor. He's not getting away with this.
Y'all have a gem to collect, right? Assuming Hartman didn't take it with him.
Well then, now that it's all over, let's head back.
Meanwhile, not far away stands a mysterious figure. Uh-oh, who's this?
Another obstacle out of the way. She's going to be pleased about this.
Yeah, the Sarah wench.
May the Creator guide us.
Vivian? What are you looking at?
Fear. Suffering. Despair. And destruction. That's the future I see. Lord Vathan.
So, gem? No gem? After exiting the hollow, Lycon takes his leave while Vivian returns to the video store with us, but for some reason she remains silent the entire way. Are you okay, Viv? Faith and I'm fine, just a little distracted. After what happened, you should get some good rest for a few days. Yeah, I need more time to think about Hugo and the Exaltists. From what I know about Hugo, he could have easily taken down someone like Hartman. There was no need for him to put on such a show. And to deliberately use you as a hostage, but I don't think he ever intended to harm you. No, he didn't. What Hugo said in the end, I don't know. Something feels off. And that business with the Sacrifice Corps, maybe there's some deeper, more terrible secret behind all this. Yeah, we still have a bunch of sacrifice cocoons to go find and kill, and we lost one. And also, the gem, I have a small request. It might sound a bit strange, but Lord Phaethon, can I stay at the video store for a few days? I just don't want to be alone right now. Sure, of course. Yeah, we're not comfortable with leaving you alone like this anyway. Thank you. I'll sleep on the couch. I won't disturb Lord Phaethon at all. If I wake up and find that everything was just a dream, how wonderful would that be? Ugh. Well then. Yeah, Hugo is still kicking, otherwise he wouldn't be a playable character. So he's definitely up to something. And if he got stabbed through the heart, how would he be alive? And unless he used the gem, but we didn't see him pick up the gem. And we all saw Hartman look at it. And no one is saying anything about the gem, by the way. Did we get it? Did we not get it? Come on, game. Don't leave me hanging. So much has happened. My head hurt. My head is a mess. Better get some rest first. And that's it for the first half of Bury Your Past. By the way, if I recall correctly, I remember in the achievement list there was a mission that said something about getting a secret ending for something, and I can't remember for what or why. A prophecy? Who knows? You rest comfortably and now your mind feels exceptionally clear. Check out Gravity Cinema. Mockingbird is done. Confirmed dead. Dark Ruler's been a headache for Tops and security for years. No, he's not dead. He's just taking a nap. Not a dirt nap, but... Okay, so we did the first half of Barrier Tears, so now that leaves the second half. What is gonna happen? Gravitational attraction. That might be it. Because it's not listed in this one. And there's no... What's funny is, it's listed here with a month deadline. But there was no date limit on the actual thing. Should I roll? I'm gonna roll. Nope. Nothing.
You're recruiting? Just so you know, I only work with the best.
I actually maxed out Pulchra.
I'll work with you until I get bored.
I don't need you anymore, Pulchra. I maxed you out.
Hungry? Let your senior make you some noodles.
Yeah, I maxed out Pulchra. There's really no reason to get her anymore other than for the little bonus things. Like those, see? Is what it is.
Waiting for...
I'm here.
I've got your back.
Time for some more.
A mission?
Man is iron. Do you want me to fight? Or cook? Man is iron, rice is steel. I make a mean chitlins meal.
Chitlins. I don't even know what those are. Well, I'm at a bit of a crossroad because I got further in the story, and we do have the second half of Bury Your Tears coming up, but I wonder if I should just go ahead and do some of these event missions. So that way I can get a whole bunch of polychromes so I can pull for Yixuan and not have to worry about it any further. I already did the proxy awards thingamajig on the phone, so that's done. Deadly Assault, of course, I am definitely not doing because I'm too underleveled. This is currently happening. Phantom Zero, I'm still Hollow Zero, I'm still technically doing. And doing that what I can. So that just leaves this. Well, I'm not doing the advanced screening because I'm not getting anything for it other than basically spoiling myself. At least with the other things, it's like, oh, you got a little extra activity to do. So, yeah. I'm thinking of doing Gravitational Attraction, Golden Bond, and if I'm able to do it, the Phalum Heights. Or I can just save that one for later. Soul of Steel and Gravitational. Okay, so Anton is out there waiting to do the Golden Bond, and then there's this. So I think what I'll do, I think I'll divert and do these two. grind for free polychromes from that, and then go back and continue with another main story arc. That's probably what I think I'm gonna do. I hope I'll be able to get Yixuan. I mean, I still have 13 days, which is a considerable amount of time, which is hopefully more than what happened before. I mean, I got lucky with getting Astra Yao as early as I did. So, that's great. I just hope I don't run out of time and resources to get Yixuan, because I'd really would not like to add her to the list of characters to wait to come back when I'd rather get her now and over with, if you get what I mean. So, on top of the fact that you have other characters that are coming back soon, and I don't want to miss them like how I missed Zhu Yuan, and I tried to get Zhu Yuan in Soldier Zero and B, but they both eluded me. So I'm gonna have to grind and wait for them to come back. I also should find the time and points to redeem to sign back up into the Internaut membership, because that was very helpful when it came to getting extra polychrome. So I gotta do that eventually when I'm able. So that's the general gist of where I'm aiming. Pan Yinhu dropping bars. Gotta head out. If you get to endgame and need advice, don't be afraid to ask. And I'm a speedrunner. See you next time. Yeah, good night, Lemonade. I'm shutting down too myself, so that'll do it for part 93 of ZZZ. We did the first half of Bury Your Tears, and when I come back, I think I will divert to doing these 2 event missions, and then going back to doing the other half of this storyline. So that'll do for now. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all later.